The United Kingdom awoke to a nightmare it never expected. King Charles was dead. The announcement was official, somber, and wrapped in the usual language of palace grief. Citing natural causes and a peaceful passing. But whispers had already begun. Whispers that the king hadn't simply passed, he had been silenced. Within hours, a secret investigation was launched, and by nightfall, all eyes had turned to a man few had ever suspected, Lord Alastair Pennington, the true stead senior advisor of Prince William, now heir to the throne. For years, Pennington had been the quiet architect behind the royal family's modern public image, the fixer, the strategist, the man who operated in the shadows with unwavering loyalty. Or so they thought. Anonymous sources from within the palace leaked a classified security report that changed everything. King Charles had recently expressed growing concern over certain reforms being pushed by Pennington, reforms that would effectively sideline the king's influence in favor of William's expanding role. The king, reportedly uneasy with how quickly his son's team was consolidating power, had requested a full audit of communications between Pennington and several unnamed foreign interests. That audit, according to insiders, never reached completion. Just days later, Charles was dead. Then came the surveillance footage. Grainy, time-stamped, and damning. It showed Pennington entering the king's private residence late at night, hours before the death was reported. What made it worse? He wasn't on the visitor log. No aides accompanied him. No security to tail. He slipped in and out like a ghost. The footage vanished shortly after, allegedly delete #ed from internal servers. But one backup remained, leaked anonymously to a rogue former MI5 agent who went straight to the PRS. Within 48 hours, Pennington disappeared. H's estate was sealed off, his phone unreachable, and his family placed under tight protection. William, under intense public scrutiny, issued a carefully worded statement expressing shock and heartbreak, but made no mention of his missing advisor. Royal commentators were split. Some believed William was betrayed, others believed he was complicit. Meanwhile, Queen Camilla was said to be inconsolable. In private conversations, she reportedly told aides that Charles had warned her about a coup within the walls. Some went as far as to say the Queen believed Charles was murdered to expedite William's rise, turning what was once a family dynasty into a corporate machine, with William as the polished CEO, and Pennington as the puppet master. More leaks follow #wed. Emails. Transcripts. A deleted voice note from Charles himself, recorded just 24 hours before his death, where he expressed grave concerns about the loyalty of those closest to him. If something happens to me, he said, it won't be illness. It'll be betrayal. The British public, already fracked #ud in their trust of the monarchy, erupted. Protesters gathered outside Buckingham Palace demanding a full inquest. Conspiracy theories flooded very media channel. The #Justice for Charles trended for days. Parliament, under pressure, launched a separate inquiry #why. Even MI6 was report DLY pulled into a top-secret investigation. And what of William? Those WHO once saw him as the steady hand in turbulent times now questioned everything. Was he the grieving son? Or the silent benefactor of a calculated removal? Until Pennington is found, no one knows for sure. But one thing is certain, the death of King Charles was no ACCI #dent. It was the spark that ignited the most explosive royal scandal in modern history, one that may unravel everything the crown